Hey, Colab Coach here yet again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. It's a brand new series. So excited to get into this series, and I think this series will be something that everybody can relate to. Sometimes I do kind of series, do certain series that people may not experience or may know somebody that has and things of that nature. But I believe everyone knows about this series and the topics, but we're gonna go deep into these topics. Now, the question slash thought for you, and the name of the series is like versus love when it comes to relationships. Like versus love. Now, the first week we're talking about myths. The myths of like versus love. The very first myth I want to talk about is like and love are the same thing. That's not true. Like and love are two separate things on two separate occasions. Yes, they may be on the same level playing field, but they're two separate entities, and I'm going to explain why. Like is something that is, I would say, is temporary. I would say it's something that you like something 1 minute, next second you may not, or you like something, but you don't like it to the extent that you love it. I would say like is the precursor or the beginning stages or the starting point of love, whereas love is like full embrace. You are convicted with it. You know exactly what it feels like. You may not be able to explain it, which is completely fine, but you know that feeling and sensation when you have it, especially when you have with people. But let's make it like into a simple, very simplistic way. So you may like chips. You may like potato chips. You may like Doritos, Fritos, Takis, whatever you may want. That your preference. You may like those, but you're not in love with those. You don't go to sleep dreaming about these chips. If you do, then that's another type of counseling that you may need to partake in. But you're not engulfed in that feeling of those chips. You don't want to be embraced by those chips. You don't want to be surrounded by those chips 24/7. You may like them. They may be good on occasion, and you may even be addicted to them, which is fine. But at the same time, and not be fine if depending on your health, but it may be fine in the sense of certain circumstances that you really like those type of chips. When you have when certain chips are in front of you, you may pick those chips because you like those the most. When you're in love with something, you know that you cannot be without that person. You cannot be without that chip. Most of the time, it's not chips, but you're in love with that entity, that feeling, the personality, and things of that nature. That's basically the difference between like and love. I hope that makes sense. Now, another myth that is talked about when it comes to like versus love is that like and love do not fade away. I'm here to say, unfortunately, they can, and most of the time they will. Especially, let's put it this way. Real simple. You may like someone, right? You may think that that person has good qualities, maybe attractive physically, things of that nature. But then you start to talk to that person. You can tell that that person maybe doesn't have the same right mindset as you. They may have separate goals, or they may not be on the same intelligence level as you, and that's okay. So from a distance, you like that person, but then when you start to get to know that person, you don't like that person anymore. So the like fades away. Same thing with love. Unfortunately, you may have loved a boyfriend and a girlfriend or in the past, and you thought this person was your soulmate. You thought this person was gonna change your life forever. But then you guys fell apart. Maybe somebody cheated on someone. Maybe somebody emotionally cheated on someone, physically cheated. Maybe that you guys just grew apart. Your likes and interests didn't really mesh together anymore, or the fact that maybe it became long distance, that you couldn't really keep up with communication, and you guys drifted away. That type of love does fade away. You may still have feelings, you may have respect, or you may not have respect. You may feel like there's some type of love there, but that love that you had initially did fade away. It did fade away. And that's just simply how life is. Sometimes you have strong feelings for someone, but then eventually those feelings start to maybe go down a little bit. That's why it's important, especially when you're in a long term relationship, when you're married, or you're in a long term relationship, that you have to keep rekindling that love and keep the love and the fire of love going. Finally, the last myth that I want to talk about, and this is the biggest one that I've seen a lot, is that you have to like and love someone at the same time. That is not true. That is not true at all. You may have liked that person and it grown into love, but there are some days, especially when you have been in a long term relationship, you may not like that person one day. Maybe something that they do just irks you. Maybe that's something that they do just bothers you. But that doesn't mean you don't love that person. It just means that things that they're doing you just don't like, or something about their personality that you just don't like, or something that that person is has a habit of doing. Maybe they brush their teeth and they just throw their toothbrush on the counter, or they don't put it in the right way, or a person's not organized, or somebody's messy and things. So you don't like that, but you love that person. So like and love does not have to be mutually exclusive. They do not have to happen at the same time. And a lot of people are forcing that. You don't have to like that person to understand that you love that person. You can like and love that person different instances. And if you have met that person that you like and love 100% of the time, teach me because that is not possible, at least in my mindset. But like and love does not have to be happening at the same exact moment. Maybe one moment you may really like that person, and then you not really loving that person too much. But in one moment you really love that person, but you don't like some of the things that they do. It happens. So it's a complete myth that you have to like and love somebody at the same exact time. Simple as that. So to make it really simple, 3 myths about likes and love. The first one is likes and love. Liking and loving someone is the same exact thing. That's not true. They're 2 separate things. Liking someone is great. It's like the initial version of love. And then loving someone is more intense and intentional and purposeful. Second myth is that like and love don't fade away. That is not true. You could like something one day and then not like it the next day, or you could love someone, but then someone does something to you that hurts you, and you lose that love. You may still have instances of love, but you don't love that person the same way, so they do fade away. And finally, you have to like and love someone at the same exact time. You may love that person, but you don't like some things that they do. You may love that person, but the qualities that they have you may not like. Or you may really like that person, but you don't love them like that. Like and love are not mutually exclusive. You may like one person one day, and then you don't like them, but you really love them, especially when you're in a long-term relationship. Or you think that you really love that person, but you really don't. You just really like them. So those are the 3 myths when it comes to like and love. If you have more myths, tell me. Go ahead and comment below, or email me the likes and loves that myths that you heard about, and maybe you're struggling with those type of myths. I'm so excited to get into this series. It's something that we can all relate to. We've all been in some type of relationship. So go ahead and comment and tell me exactly what your thoughts are. Facebook Collab Coaching, Instagram Collab Coaching. All my series, all my videos are on YouTube, COLAB Coaching. Like and subscribe. Share this video with anyone that's struggling with the likes and loves and trying to figure out the difference between 2, especially beginning stage relationships, or when you're in deep in the relationship as well. My website, yourcolabcoach.com. Fill out that free relationship survey to see exactly if your relationships are up to par to what you actually want in the future and currently. And then also sign up for that free 15-minute coaching session if you want to talk now, as in now, to discuss certain things that you're going through in your relationships. Finally. I'm an author as well. So Fresh Eyes Solve Problems Easier, the Self-Love Relationship Project, is now available on Barnes & Noble's, Amazon. It's also an audiobook on Audible and wherever you listen to audiobooks. Give me a review. Tell me what you thought about this book. If it was great. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. If you think I should do some things better in the next book, if I write a new book, go ahead and put that there as well. And with that being said, thank you so much for listening and watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye.